This will be a 60 to 120 literary building on each other by the paragraphs. Here we go. The people in my state of New Jersey would pay a very high price for this amendment, especially if it is adopted in conjunction with other items in the so-called contract with America. According to a study by the Department of Treasury, New Jersey would lose almost $1 billion annually for programs like education, job training, environmental protection, and housing. We would lose another $200 million for highways. And to make up for these and other cuts, state taxes would have to increase by 17.5% across the board. 17.5%. Our governor has been working very hard to reduce the tax burden on the citizens within our state. Her target is 30%. And with this change, we could be looking at a 17.5% increase in taxes. The balanced budget amendment also could wreak havoc on our state economy. There is a study which analyzed how the amendment would affect the economy in the year 2003. According to the study, the amendment would mean that more than 178,000 people would lose their jobs, and the unemployment rate would increase by almost 5%, and personal incomes would decline by about 12%. Again, Mr. President, these are figures from a well-respected, nonpartisan research organization, and they should at least give us serious pause. I wonder if the American people have any idea that we are talking about these kinds of drastic steps. I doubt it. And one reason is that amendment proponents have kept the public in the dark. They refuse to say what will be necessary if this amendment passes. Why? Because the public would turn it down, and it would remove this kind of hide and seek cover that is being used to present this deception, to suggest that the way we are going to solve our problems is by some formula change to our Constitution, which has as its structure the separation of powers and the responsibility for each one of those divisions of government. Mr. President, what we are trying to do is escape the responsibility that each of us took when we took our oath under the Constitution to protect our public and the Constitution of the United States. What we are doing is we are seeing a duck for cover tactic that I do not think in the final analysis is A, going to work, and B, going to answer the problems. Unfortunately, by the time the public learns what this amendment will really do, it may be too late. That, in fact, is the admitted strategy of its proponent, and it is outrageous and abhorrent as a way to debate an amendment to the Constitution of the United States. We should be honest not only about the cuts and tax increases that are likely to result from this amendment, but also about the way the amendment would hamstring critical efforts to stimulate the economy during serious recessions.